Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So, welcome to episode 2 of figuring out what's going on with Odell Beckham Jr. in Cleveland. Is it the Browns' fault? Is it Baker Mayfield's fault? Is it Kevin Stefanski's fault? Is it his fault? Whose fault is it? You feel me? Why is Odell not looking like the Odell Beckham Jr. we knew 4 to 5 years ago? That's the real question, you know? We already came out with episode 1 last week. Go check that out. This one's supposed to come out last week as well, but the film was released late, but guess what? It's always better late than never. But we're going to hop right into episode 2. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside, and they are playing zone coverage. The route that Odell is running in this zone coverage is basically a drag/mid-crossing route. You see him coming across field. He's pretty much open, but Baker's on a rollout, and there's pressure in his face. Right here, he can decide to throw the ball to Odell, but it's probably not in his favor to throw the ball to Odell because the defender is right there waiting. He can either pick it off, deflect it, or land a mean hit on Odell and get him hurt again. So what Baker does is keep rolling out anyway. The pressure ends up getting to him, and he has to throw the ball away. Not necessarily a missed opportunity for Odell, but things were just not set up for Odell to pretty much get the ball right there. It's pretty much nobody's fault. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside. And what he does is run a simple zig route, planting the feet hard. And before he even finishes the route, Baker already figured out he's going to go deep. He's going to go to Njoku deep. And this is definitely the better option here. So you got to respect the decision to not even look for Odell on this play. Like, come on. You got to respect it. Right here. They just gave the ball to Odell just to let him touch the rock a little bit, you know. Playing with him like a kid, just gave him a little simple jet sweep. That was a little something right there. Right here, you got Odell in the slot. Boom. Gets a good release off the line, gets the inside advantage. The corner starts holding. He ends up cutting inside, running across the back of the end zone. And he's a little open, but he throws the ball to Kareem Hunt, the better option as well, but it just couldn't get complete. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside. And what he actually does is, I don't even know, you know, he does get a free release. Don't know what this route is called, but he slithers in between them, cuts to the outside, turns upfield, and as soon as he gets open, Baker Mayfield is already headed to the ground, bruh. So that ain't nobody's fault but the O-line and maybe Stefanski for making that play take so long to develop. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside again. Ends up running a deep curl route. And before the curl route is even completed, Baker already settled for the shorter option in the flats when the pocket is pretty much perfect. You feel me? He didn't have to take that option. He took it anyway. And this is part of the reason why Odell is not getting the targets and plays that he should get. Right here, you got Odell in the slot. And this is just another one of those times where Stefanski finally remembered, hey, we didn't get Odell the ball. Let's try to give him the ball. And just gave him a little petty screen. You feel me? Right here, you got Odell on the outside. Ends up running the slant route. And before he can even finish his route, Baker already figured out who he's throwing the ball to. Nobody's open but Kareem Hunt. He already figured out who he's throwing the ball to. And he's not even looking Kareem Hunt's way. He's looking at the dude in the slot who's clamped up. So, of course, he does not even make a play. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside. And what he's going to do is run a simple, deep curl. And right here, Baker, if he really wanted to at this point, can squeeze the ball in and get to Odell. The only person out of these three that can make a play on the ball as of right now would be linebacker Red. Yellow, he's just now turning around. He still got to figure out what's going on before he can make a play. And Blue, who's Patrick Peterson's pretty much out of the way. Baker would have to get the ball over Red to complete this pass. That is the type of throw that elite quarterbacks make. Baker did not even want to take a chance right there. That's why Baker is not elite. Right here, you got Odell lined up in the slot. And what Odell is going to do is run another zig route, but this time to the inside. But before he even finishes his route, Baker already figured out who he's going to throw the ball to. And it's definitely a better option downfield, so you got to respect it. Right here, you got Odell running another little zig route. But this time, he turns it up into the back of the end zone. Baker knows what's up and still can't even get the ball where it needs to be. That's a touchdown right there. So that's a missed opportunity for sure, and he mad. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside. And they got him low-key running a little dummy route. Like, bro, you trying to score. You need your best receiver in action. Low-key running a little dummy route. He got pushed out of, like, I ain't really feeling that, But, of course, that does not go in Odell's favor. Right here, you got Odell lined up in the slot. And you got to get a corner's props. He played good D right there, even though he was doing a little bit of holding here and there. But he played some pretty good D. Couldn't get targeted there. Right here, you got Odell on the outside, and what he ends up doing is running a little out route. But when Baker looked his way, he wasn't open. So what Baker did was look the other way to Higgins, who's definitely in a better position being his man. So by default, Higgins was the better option here. He threw the ball to Higgins. Higgins just got to bring that catch in. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside, and what he ends up doing is running this route like he's going to the inside. Boom, cuts upfield and rounds it out to the back of the end zone. There's a little bit of pass interference there, but Baker also did not make that a catchable ball. So that's on both parts. Right here, you got Odell on the outside. He's wide open over there on the out route, but Baker's not looking his way. He's looking the other way. And he ends up hitting the option that he's seen over there. It just couldn't get completed because it was a terrible pass. Right here, Odell on the outside again. Boom. Ends up breaking a little bit free to the outside. Baker's looking dead at him, doesn't even think about challenging it over there. And what he does is look right away from him like he never saw him and hits the running back instead. Another missed opportunity for Odell potentially. Right here, you got Baker lined up outside. And what he ends up doing is pretty much running a out route slash corner route to the, to the end. I mean, at the end zone, the sideline. And as you can see, somebody's in Baker's face on the rollout. And as you can see, there's defenders in the area that will definitely make a play on that ball if Baker ends up throwing it to Odell. So Baker ends up keeping the ball for himself, scrambling, and of course he gets sacked. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside again, and he ends up running a good route, good release off the line, gets the inside advantage, ends up getting steps on him. Now he's taking him deep. Baker steps up in the pocket, throws the ball deep, and the ball hits the defender who's not even looking in the back of the helmet, bruh. That is a touchdown, or at least a completion deep, if thrown correctly. That's hurting Odell's production right there. Right here, you got Odell lined up on the outside, and what he ends up doing is getting another good release to the inside this time, ends up getting open. But as soon as he's open, you see Baker's trying to get ready to escape the pocket because pressure's there. Of course, Odell ain't go get the ball. That is on the O-line. That is definitely on the O-line. Look at Baker as he gets the escape in the pocket. It's too late. Even when he rolling out, Odell already done gave up. You feel me? Like, he ain't nothing he can do, man. So that's kind of a missed opportunity, but it's on the O-line. Right here, you got Baker. Not Baker, Odell. Good release. Boom. Gets the inside advantage. Boom. Hits him with the end route. And as soon as he's done with his route, Baker already throwing the ball to somebody else, man. Already throwing the ball to somebody else, man. And that is a better option, but it's definitely overthrown. Right here, you got Odell on the outside again. And when he ends up doing, boom, good release, gets the inside advantage. Ends up, boom, cutting in for the post route. And that's an easy completion. Just a little bit high, but it doesn't matter. Odell wanted that, and he went up and got it. It was simple. Right here, you got Odell outside. And what he ends up doing is getting a good release off the line. And as he's running his streak route or fade route, he gets a good stutter step going with it. So he gets the advantage on the corner, low-key. It's just Baker cannot put the ball where it needed to be for Odell to make any type of play on that ball, bruh. So that right there definitely falls on Baker for taking another opportunity away from Odell. Right here, you got him in the slide. And this is the worst one of them all. End up running his route. Boom. Loops around the corner and the receiver. Hits him with the double move wide open. Wide open touchdown to solidify the game. And it's just thrown behind him. And out of reach. Of course he's salty. I would be salty too. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to make it to the Hall of Fame. Y'all heard everything Odell done said about his goals of his career. Y'all done seen he's been ready to return and make statements, blah, blah, blah. He can't do none of that if we are not giving him the ball. If we are not getting the ball to him when it's thrown to him. Think about it. You out there running dummy plays all game. when you target it, you will want the ball to be accurate, right? Luckily, we can blame that on Baker Mayfield's injury rather than Baker Mayfield, the quarterback. But outside of Baker Mayfield just not being able to connect with Odell or simply just missing Odell or not looking his way at times, the issue I think here is that we just do not prioritize Odell Beckham Jr. in the passing game. I don't understand why he's not the first read on a lot of these plays. I don't know. But when you got Odell running routes for you, you got to give him the ball. He is a game changer. He's making some of the most money on the team. Why is he here if we are not going to give him the ball? Why is he here if we're not going to let him go out there and be great? He can definitely get some one-on-one balls. We seen him make the catch. How many years ago was that? Like 6 years ago with a one-hand catch? He got it in him. Come on, it's Odell, bro. We got to figure out how to use this man. Because if not, he got to go. It ain't nothing against him. It's us. We the ones that got talent and ain't using them, man. It's us. It ain't him. It's that simple. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And y'all can see I sound a little bit different right now. I got a little cold, you know, but tomorrow I will be dropping episode 3. So subscribe to my channel. Check out episode 1. And make sure you tune in tomorrow. Turn the notifications on, whatever you need to do to check out episode 3.